Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be tearing apart this baby right here. So it's been a while, I've been waiting a long time to do this, so without further ado, let's just start wrenching apart. So my next step now is to just start taking everything apart. You know, she didn't come with a lot of rust. She was sitting outside, I don't know how long sitting outside, but you guys can see the paint. You know, it's not so perfect. You know, it's not perfect. A lot of dust and grime all over the place. Got the dirt all up in here. I think I'm going to take it apart, take the panels off and then power wash it. I think that would be the best bet. I was just thinking also, I want to put, for me, I'm going to be driving the car. If the car's, well, yeah, I'm going to be driving because technically I have all the parts, majority of the parts for it to be operational. It's just a few things like, you know, we want to upgrade this steering link up here. Even though I'm going to, you know, I found a video that shows me how to tune this. So hopefully this is still in good condition because it's a manual, you know, it's not power steering. So hopefully we can tune it because we have serious steering play. So hopefully we'll be able to tune it, and that's what the video shows me how to do, how to tune it so we can get it back into spec. But for now, if I can get it running, we'll be driving baby around just the same. But for her, complete, when I'm done with this, that this is it for the car, we're gonna put that IMSA, that Maria body kit. You guys know what I'm talking about. That's the body kit we're gonna put on this car. I don't know exactly what it takes to put it on there. I don't know if we have to cut into the body or anything, or any fenders, but we're gonna keep all the fenders and all that stuff too. So everything is gonna just get taken apart and cleaned and get prepped for body work and all that stuff. Let's show you guys the inside. Oh, before I show you guys that, the mirrors, I have a replacement set of these, 2 sets of these headlights right here. I have the headlight motors, only 1 set of those though, and I need to troubleshoot them because I don't know if they actually work. I found a blog post from back in the day and I searched the forums for, so I'm about to use that to see if that'll help me. What else am I going to show you? I took it apart, which I kind of regret now, because when I first got the car I had nowhere to store it and I just left it outside at my grandfather's house. And you know, just for safekeep, I just took the motors off because I knew that they're hard to come by. But I probably should have never did that, because now well, even before I didn't even know how the motors work. I'm gonna have to look up the wiring diagram and all that stuff, but now it's gonna be a bitch for me to like reinstall that stuff because I don't know how to put it back together, but we'll figure it out. I have all the manuals, I downloaded all the manuals, so that should help me. Yeah, but anyways, I have all the replacement parts. I have new headlights, taillights, new taillight lenses. I have a new gas cap, one with a key in it and one without a key, but I think we're gonna do a whole trigger setup from in here because that's too ghetto, quote unquote. I don't want to have a key to come out. I want to, you know, pull a latch. So we're gonna have to make a mechanism for that. Oh Jesus, this door right here is so annoying to open it. We're missing one of these. I got this replacement, this latch mechanism right here that bites onto this like so. I have that. Then this over that side is missing one of these, but it has one of this over there. I'm missing one of these over there. I have the replacement for it too. So I have pretty much all the replacement parts. 2 motors, 1 right there, 1 over there, and then right here behind this box right here. I mean, let's just walk over there. Right here is the transmission for it. That's a T2 transmission. I got it with that. Crazy story how I got this. So we got this car and this motor together, and when I went to go pick up this motor, what I found on Facebook for the B14, me and the old timer were talking, and he, you know, somehow I mentioned I had a rotary, and he was like, rotary? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I like rotors. And he was like, I have a rotary. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. And then he brought me into the back and showed me this. And then he showed me it was mounted to the subframe of a Toyota Hilux. You know, the old school Hilux is the one that are indestructible. Those ones, yeah, that's the one that he has. He was gonna put a rotary in one of those, but you know, he was shutting down they were moving on to greater things, and they were trying to liquidate their facility, and this wasn't their facility. And you know, I picked it up. So I was like, I picked this motor up first, then I went back, traveled the 16 hours again, and got that. So yeah, I pretty much have everything. Hopefully we'll be able to salvage between it. Would be so lovely if we could get 2 separate motors. That would be so lovely, and eventually make a 26B, but that's dreaming. Or even a 3 rotor. But hopefully we'll be able to at least get 1 motor out of this stuff, because you know they don't make that stuff anymore, and billet versions of these things are kind of out of my budget. But anyways, this is what she looks like on the inside. Sorry for the poor lighting. I'm gonna upgrade my lighting as we go along. I'm gonna get some lights from Harbor Freight, some LED ones, so you know you guys can really see what we're getting down to, because we're gonna be doing this together. So as you guys can see in here, well yeah, the Mark II has good low lighting conditions. You guys can see it's pretty good. That's my little shop light right there, my little work light. But yeah, Max was good enough to he was already, I think he was gonna do something with this, but then you know they were moving on to greater things as well from where they were, and they were liquidating some of the stuff they had. So I ended up getting this. Yeah, so yeah, as for the interior, like I said, this is gonna be like a resto mod, true resto mod, I guess, because for the most part, the well needed parts, like I still have the rear end in there, by the way. Yeah, the rear end is still in there. I need a drive shaft. We have a transmission. Even though I plan, when I try to upgrade for drivability, we don't need to have any super strong stuff. But when I want to go turbo and stuff, I think we're going to need to upgrade the transmission to a 350Z transmission, and get an upgraded, a bell housing adapter so we can put that 13B on that transmission. Because the T2 transmission can't handle a lot of power, you know what I mean? But for me just cruising up the street, you know, show a baby off, hear some braps in the morning, or whenever I'm brap deprived, you know, I can just hop in and just, you know, go cruise, which I think I'm gonna be doing all the time. Don't get too jealous, because we got something special for you too. But yeah, where was I? For the inside of this stuff, like I said, I got all the skeleton stuff, you would say, the engine, the drivetrain, all that stuff. But for the inside, what I'm going to do is, I'm not gonna go like, of course I know I can go out there and find interior parts, but I'm not gonna do this. For my idea, I'm gonna insert a picture of what the car I want it to look like here. It's 2 different cars, but just fuse them together in your mind, like how I did, and you'll see, trying to come up with what I'm coming up with. But how I want the inside of that car to look, because there's no pictures of the inside of that car, but in my head, how I want my car to look when it's done, I want to have carbon fiber everything in here, or at least, well, I guess you would call it carbon fiber, but it would be my version of carbon fiber, because if somebody said they're going to carbon fiber everything, it's literally all carbon fiber. But for me, I don't have money to, okay, if when they're making carbon fiber layers, I don't know, I've just been learning, but I don't know how many layers they use to make one single panel. I know that carbon fiber is very strong, but I don't know how much they use. Like if, let's say, they were gonna make a roof panel like this for the interior, I don't know how many layers of carbon sheets they would put down, you know what I mean? And that stuff costs money. So what I was gonna do is this. I was gonna buy me like a thick roll of carbon, you know, maybe get me one, because maybe one could do me. Because let's say we're gonna do everything just carbon fiber, it would take a good amount of these rolls, and that would add up pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do is use this on the bottom layers, build this up strongly, and then for the last top layer we put down the carbon fiber. So I hope you guys get me. So that white stuff over there, you know, maybe 1 layer of that stuff, 2 layer of that stuff, 3 layers of that stuff, and then our top layer would be the carbon fiber. Hope you guys understood that explanation. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do for in here. I'm gonna put some sound deadening stuff down, get some of the lightweight stuff, some monkey stuff. I don't remember, I saw it on Motor Trend. I need to go rewatch that video. But yeah, we're gonna get some of that stuff, do all the good stuff in here. I'm gonna come in here and sand some of this stuff out. Well, they already have some sound deadening stuff in here, so I guess we probably don't want to dig all this stuff up because this is a lot of work. But just at least check it for rust. You know, just come in here and do some inspection, check it for rust. Really see if we can remove this stuff. Cause when I'm done with this car, we don't need to come back to see this stuff. I don't want to have to worry about any rust or anything, and I think I picked up a good enough specimen where we don't have to worry about anything. The only thing I seen was in this area, in the rear trunk area, right here. See that? Got a problem right there. And then over here. Yeah, so you have quite a few rough spots on here. Jesus, that don't need some oil in it. I already need a replacement rear windshield. I was gonna plexiglass that one, but that's gonna be too ghetto. We're not gonna turn it into a true race car. It's gonna be a street car, so we're gonna get the right window. These, I'm going to take these off, and they don't make the gaskets for these. The weather stripping behind these, they make them for the driver window, passenger and front, but they don't make them for these anymore, for the rear quarter panel window. So, and I already seen from when I was in here trying to take measurements for the, for the inserts I'm gonna make from carbon fiber, that they're already cracked. So if rain hits them, they're gonna leak. So I'm gonna gently take them off, draw some templates for them, and then make my own from silicone as best as I can. Make them extra thick from silicone so we can just sandwich it tighter between them so the water doesn't get between it. But as for these, we can just literally just save up some money and just pick up some gaskets from some weather stripping from either Mazda Tricks or Atkins Rotary or one of those websites. So yeah, I think that's enough time. Oh yeah, another thing, if I can't get my headlights to work, I think I'm gonna just get some Corvette headlight motors, because Corvette have flip-up headlights. I mean, it should be the same principle. So yeah, enough talking, let's wrench. And before I do that, another thing, I mean, we're gonna sit here and talk fucking ever if I keep telling you guys what I have in store for a while. We should be taking it apart, but I'm just giving you guys the basics. For this, I want this to go. I want to actually have the sun beating down on me. I want to have the sun in there, because this is a giant sunroof. I mean, I haven't had a car with a sunroof, but this seems like it's really big. Like this is almost the whole roof. But I want to be able to have the sun shine down on me in here. I like that. So I think I'm going to get a glass cut specifically for that. Because I seen a guy, I don't remember his name of his channel, but I seen him on YouTube put plexiglass there, and he said that while driving the plexiglass is very noisy. So we're going to get a glass cut for that. Alright, enough chit chatting. Let us begin to pull the first bolts. Ooh. This feels so good right now doing this. It feels so surreal, because these are the first steps. Unloosening these bolts are the first steps to my first rotary car. And let's say we pull those two over there, those two rotaries, and they're bullshit. We just want to cough up the money and just buy us a rotary. Because we need a rotary. I'm not putting another other engine in this vehicle. It's gonna sit like this with a pretty color on it, with a nice period correct wheels on it, with no engine in it, until I can put a rotary in it, if that's the case. Okay guys, so I got this piece off, this front undergrill, or this wind dam, this wind vent for the front, on the front area. I'll insert one of the diagrams in the of the manual of the car, so you guys can get an exact idea of where it is. But this is where I took it from, right here, this area, right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna just pack these up. Anyways, yeah, so like I said guys, you guys aren't really missing anything, but you guys will just see as I take each part apart and see how it goes. So yeah, that's what the underneath is looking like. Making some progress. Okay guys, so I don't even know how long that took me. I don't know, I'd say 30 minutes to get I've never seen a bumper this difficult. Like, this bumper is secured to this bitch. I mean, it's not even that badly secured, but it's just that it's the places where they have these tabs on these things. See, they have them on the lighting is bad in here. So see, they have them on the underside right here, and it folds over. So it's sitting like this in the car. And then the tabs are like this. So you gotta push this over the tabs to then get it in there. So you'll feel like you're destroying the bumper while trying to rip it out. But you're not really destroying it. It's like that good, you know, that good Duraflex material. It'll flex with you to get it out of there. Okay, these are these things. I went for the computer. I went for the computer real quick, so I could go see the manual, because I'm like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pulling up bolts. So yeah, I'm seeing everything I'm seeing on the diagram now. As shitty as that diagram is, but it's helping. So yeah, the bumper is off, and I got this, also this other thing. I didn't think it was worth mentioning, but I'll just show it to you guys right now. This piece right here, this was the license plate holder. It's all bent up like this because one time it gouged my fucking knee, so I had to just bend it in out of my way because it pissed me off. But either way, one of the bolts came off, but the other one, I had to go get the grinder, the angle grinder, real quick and grind it off because it didn't want to come off. So even though I sprayed it with WD-40 and everything, it felt like it wanted to give, and then it just stopped again. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just cut it off. Here it is, this rear, I'm talking about this rear, this front lip, I guess, off the car. Alright guys, got both of them off. Which one was left? This one is right, this one is left. Don't even think it matters because we're not even putting them back on there. But I mean, you really can't mess it up because of how the brackets are designed. So yeah, that's how you take them off. Pretty easy to take them off. Look at that front end. That's looking really sexy. Alright, what's our next mode? What are we gonna do next? I think we can go ahead and remove this front piece next. Right here. I think we can go ahead and remove this front piece right here. I already took these bolts apart, but I didn't want to mix them up, so I just, left them right there. You can see. I didn't want to mix them up, so there, I was assuming it's attached onto there somewhere, so it's bolted to this right here and on the other side. So these are already out, and I think there's some other bolts underneath here somewhere, so we'll see. Let me put you guys back up. There's a lot of crud in here, but yep, bumper, I mean the fender's off. There's so much fucking crud on this stuff. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Alright guys, so we got all the bolts off, so alright guys, so quick update. Here's where I'm at. So while I was not too busy, while I was not too busy focusing on showing you guys everything I removed the mud guard, the underneath mud guard, the wheel mud guards. This is where the undercarriage, where the engine goes. What else? I took off both fenders, and I took off the hood brackets. So I took off quite a few stuff. You guys didn't really miss anything, but yeah. Let's just come up here and see. Night and day, right? Doesn't even look like the same car anymore. Well, yep. All the stuff's taken out. I'm going to take the doors off now. I did it like a 5. Get some juice and stuff. I'm gonna put these wheels right here just to help me out with the door, because this door, I don't know how heavy it is, but it feels heavy. So I'll just have these wheels right here to help me out. Probably should push them over some more in the center. Okay, that should be it. Alright guys, I'm back from my little break. Before I went to break, I just cut that wire right there. Think it was for the power windows or something. No wiring on this car matters because everything is gonna get a full revamp. Here we go guys, doors off. Doors off guys. Alright, I'm about to take the other one off. These really help because that door is heavy. My knee was not going to be able to stop that door from falling off. Alright, so let's label these little bolts right here. Left. Alright guys, right door. Damn it, we need some OSHA approved Crocs. Jesus, that was my toe. Ugh. It wasn't that bad though. Okay. Got the door off. There we go. Alright guys, everything's done. Next mission now, our next mission now is to push it forward. No space back here. let's see what's in store for us. Because I've never done this, I just looked on the blogs real quick and that's what they said. So let's do it together. Gonna have to get some new sponge for this. Yep. Gonna remove all this old sponge. We might need to recreate this, I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to send this down because look at that. It's disgusting. That's gross.